Burr oak. When school children vote on a state bird, flower, or tree, they're not making a decision. They're merely ratifying history. Thus, history made Burr oak the characteristic tree of southern Wisconsin when the prairie grasses first gained possession of the region. Burr oak is the only tree that can stand up to a prairie fire and live. Have you ever wondered why a thick crust and corky bark covers the whole tree, even to the smallest twigs? This cork is armor. Burr oaks were the shock troops sent by the invading force to storm the prairie. Fire is what they had to fight. Each April, before the new grasses covered the prairie with unburnable greenery, fires ran at will over the land, sparing only such old oaks as had grown bark too thick to scorch. Most of these groves of scattered veterans, known to the pioneers as oak openings, consisted of Burr oaks. Engineers did not discover insulation. They copied it from these old soldiers of the Prairie War. Botanists can read the story of that war for 20,000 years. The record consists partly of pollen grains embedded in peats, partly of relic plants interned in the rear of the battle, and there forgotten. The record shows that the force front at times retreated almost to Lake Superior. At times it advanced far into the south. At one period, it advanced so far southward that spruce and other rearguard species grew to and beyond the southern border of Wisconsin. Spruce pollen appears at a certain level in all peat bogs of the region. But the average battle line between prairie and forest was about where it is now, and the net outcome of the battle was a draw. One reason for this was that there were allies that threw their support first to one side then to the other. Thus, rabbits and mice moved down the prairie herbs in summer, and in winter girdled any oak seedlings that survived the fires. Squirrels planted acorns in fall and ate them all the rest of the year. June beetles undermined the prairie sod in their grub stage, but defoliated the oaks in their adult stage. But for this keying and hawing of allies, and hence a victory, we should not have today that rich mosaic of prairie and forest soils, which looks so decorative on a map. Jonathan Carver has left us with a vivid word picture of the prairie border in pre-settlement days. On 10th of October 1763, he visited Blue Mountains, a group of high hills now wooded near the western corner of Dane County. He says, "I ascended of one of the highest of these, and had an extensive view of the country. For many miles nothing was to be seen but lesser mountains, which appeared at a distance like haycocks, they being free from trees. Only a few groves of hickory and stunted oaks covered some of the valleys. In the 1840s, a new animal, the settler, intervened in the prairie battle. He didn't mean to. He just plowed enough field to deprive the prairie of its memorable ally, fire. Seedling oaks were forthwith romped over the grasslands in legions, and what had been the prairie region became a region of woodlot farms. If you doubt this story, go count the rings on any set of stumps on any ridge woodlot in southwest Wisconsin. All the trees except the oldest veterans date back to the 1850s and the 1860s, and this was when fires ceased on the prairie. John Muir grew up in Marquette County during this period, and when new woods overrode the old prairies and engulfed the oak openings, and thickets of saplings. In his boyhood and youth, he recalls that the uniformly rich soil of Illinois and Wisconsin's prairies produced so close and tall a growth of grasses for fires that no tree could live on it. Had there been no fires, these fine prairies, so marked a feature of the country, would have been covered by the heaviest forest. As soon as the yoke openings were settled, and the farmers had prevented running grass fires, the grubs, roots, grew up into trees and formed tall thickets so dense that it was difficult to walk through them, and every trace of the sunny oak openings vanished. Thus, he who owns a veteran bur oak owns more than a tree. He owns a historical library and a reserved seat in the theater of evolution. To the discerning eye, his farm is labeled with a badge and a symbol of the Prairie War.